This is Susan, and for the next half hour, I'll be reading from Buffalo Rising on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. The first article I would like to read is under Events and Festivals. Rhythms of the World celebrates dance, culture, and community. Rhythm of the World returns for its third annual festival from August 13th to August 15th at Elmwood Commons, 3200 Elmwood Avenue, Buffalo, New York, 14217. Elmwood Commons is home to numerous arts groups and organizations, including O'Connell and Companies, Rob's Comedy Playhouse, Davies Performing Arts, and now the Screening Room. It's also the perfect place to host Rhythms of the World, a 3-day dance-oriented festival hosted by community leaders Gayatri Subbarayan, Fanny Olea, and Holly Simi. Each of these women is dedicated to the art of dance as it relates to movement, music, and cultural celebration. They believe that dance is a universal language that has the ability to bring people together, no matter the age, race, ethnicity, or social background. Rhythms of the World is more about just dance, said the organizing committee. It's about creating spaces where people can experience different cultures, build meaningful relationships, and recognize how movement has the power to connect us all. Guests to the event will enjoy networking opportunities, community discussions, cultural performances, local vendors, basket raffles, giveaways, photo opportunities, chair massages, and panel discussions throughout the weekend. Many of these interactions will be dedicated to movement, music, and cultural celebration. With simultaneous programming for both children and adults, Rhythms of the World will once again set out to celebrate, preserve, and expand access to a wide breadth of cultural dance traditions. The event is open to all levels of dance enthusiasts, from professional dancers to enthusiastic beginners, to lifelong learners, to families looking for engaging cultural experiences. Ultimately, this is a celebration of Buffalo's dynamic cultural community. It's an opportunity to learn about opportunities at hand and meet others that share cultural values and explore an engaging part of a more vibrant and colorful Buffalo that is open to everyone. The schedule is as such: 4:30, doors open, 6 p.m. It's a welcome celebration. Friday, doors open at 8:30. Events go on during the day. There's a lunch break featuring the panel discussions and photo sessions. Saturday, doors open at 8. You check in. At 10 o'clock, there's an adult and children's dance class. 12:30 is the lunch break. 7 o'clock in the evening, it's the evening performance of Showcase in the auditorium. For tickets, registration, and additional festival information, visit Rhythms of the World and join Buffalo for 3 unforgettable days of dance, discovery, and community. Next, under bars and restaurants, no passport required. Taste the world without leaving Western New York. One of the things I love about Buffalo is the amazing variety of food and culture from around the world that calls Western New York home. I'm grateful for all our city's immigrant communities, cultural organizations, and food entrepreneurs. The list below are just some of my favorite places, but it doesn't really scratch the surface. This article is written by Jessica Martinelli. If you really want to dive into Buffalo's food scene, there is no better resource than Andrew Galamu's 4 Bites. He covers everything from the newest fine dining openings to the hidden gems most people might drive right by. I was lucky and honored to join him on a few of these outings and was truly impressed by the depth of cuisine found in unexpected places. Here are some personal favorites, along with a look at upcoming cultural festivals. The Indian Star in Kenmore, a longtime Delaware Avenue gem serving authentic Indian cuisine, including tandoori dishes, rich curries, and some of the best naan in the city. I've had curry from a few countries, and Indian Star is my go-to in Western New York, especially their aloo tikki, samosas, and chicken curry. Peking Quick One in Tonawanda, a northern Chinese home cooking institution that has been quietly serving Tonawanda since 2010. The OG Dumpling House in Tonawanda is serving some of the most talked about Chinese food in Western New York with homemade, I don't know how to pronounce this, XIAO, long bao soup dumplings, pan-fried and steamed dumplings, the Szechuan wontons in chili oil. I've dined in and taken out. Either way, the chicken bao with water, chestnuts, and mushrooms is always satisfying. The Banshee Irish Pub in Buffalo, the only Ireland-born and operated pub in downtown Buffalo. The Banshee is a traditional Irish pub and restaurant in the heart of the Theater District with a serious whiskey bar, live music on weekends, and every major soccer match you could want. La Divina Tacos in Kenmore, authentic Mexican street-style tacos, tortas, and tamales made fresh daily with homemade tortillas and rotating selection of traditional fillings. Yaley's African Restaurant in Kenmore, West African cuisine on the west side that is among the most distinctive and delicious cooking in the city. Mira in Buffalo, Mediterranean showplace that Andrew Galarnew at 4 Bites has highlighted as one of the most significant restaurant openings in recent years. West Side Bazaar, a small business incubator housing vendors and food stalls from refugee and immigrant entrepreneurs representing cultures from across the globe, including Burmese, Somali, Nepali, and Latin American cuisine. One of Buffalo's most remarkable community building stories and one of the best places in the city to eat your way around the world in a single afternoon. Now we have some upcoming cultural events. This is the festival calendar. Buffalo's festival season is one of the best in the region, and here's a look at some of the confirmed cultural celebrations through the rest of the year. Afro Sankofa Festival at Buffalo AKG Art Museum. The first annual celebration of Global African Diaspora featuring music, fashion, dance, education, art, food, discussions, and cultural workshops free to attend. Let's see, the Festival of India is August 15th, a colorful celebration of Indian culture, music, dance, food, and community. Check Visit Buffalo for confirmed dates. The Puerto Rican and Hispanic Day Parade, August 15th. The annual parade steps off at noon along Niagara Street, followed by a free community concert in Niagara Square. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Terminal B at the Outer Harbor, August 29th at 2 o'clock. Throwback hip-hop and R&B performances from T.I., Too Short, Trina, Chingy, P.D. Pablo, Ying Yang Twins, and more, alongside Buffalo's best taco vendors, handcrafted margaritas, latte limbre wrestling, and a Chihuahua beauty pageant, ages 21 and up. South Buffalo Irish Festival in Cazenovia Park, August 29th, noon to 10. It's a full day of Irish music and dance and food. The Tift Nature Preserve opens ADA compliant accessible trail. Buffalo Society of Natural Sciences, or the BSNS, and advocates of a more accessible Tift Nature Preserve have officially cut the ribbon on a new ADA compliant trail. The $2.15 million accessible trail is wheelchair, walker, and stroller friendly and is deemed the longest of its kind in western New York. In order to make the trail ADA compliant, BSNS widened the boardwalk and added an elevated viewing area to create unobstructed views of Tift's Cattail Marsh. Now everyone is welcome to enjoy this incredible amenity without hesitation or reservation. The 3/4 mile trail loop begins at the Herb and Jane Darling Environmental Education Center and leads visitors through woods and around the Preserve Heritage Boardwalk in the Cattail Marshlands. Open to visitors for free in all season. It features concrete walkways leading to the entrance and emergency exits of the Education Center, a compacted stone dust trail surface, simplified trail intersections, and rebuilt heritage boardwalk that is fully ADA compliant. The completion of the accessible trail makes a major milestone in the Tift Nature Preserve's 50-year legacy in Buffalo, which we will formally celebrate at the end of the month, said Gary Siddell, president and CEO of the BSNS, which operates Tift and the Buffalo Museum of Science. Expanding access to the preserve's natural beauty to Western New Yorkers of all abilities is vital to ensuring everyone can experience the natural world around it here in Buffalo's backyard. In order to bring the project to fruition, BSNS engaged Nature's Way Contracting, a New York State women-owned enterprise based in Akron, New York. From soup to nuts, the trail was financially supported by Erie County, New York State, the Buffalo and Erie County Greenway Funds, NYS Assembly maker John D. Rivera and Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Legacy Funds at the Community Foundation of Greater Buffalo and the Montgomery Family Foundation. The Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Legacy Funds at the Community Foundation for Greater Buffalo helped to fund getting the project to the starting line, including feasibility studies and developing the initial trail design with architectural firm Santec. Tift Nature Preserve is one of Erie County's most unique natural spaces, and it should be accessible to everyone, said Deputy Erie County Executive Lisa Shamira. Erie County is proud to have invested $1.1 million to support improvements that remove barriers and expand access, helping visitors of all ages and abilities explore the trail, boardwalk, and educational facilities. This investment will allow even more residents, families, and students to experience and enjoy TIFT for years to come. On August 29th, TIFT will be celebrating its 50th anniversary with a free all-ages event from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The ribbon cutting of the new accessible trail is just one more way that BSNS is making the preserve a point of pride for all Buffalonians who have come to love and appreciate the amenity for decades, as well as those who will now be able to enjoy the updated ADA features. Everyone deserves the opportunity to experience the beauty and wonder of the natural world, regardless of age or ability, said Congressman Tim Kennedy. This new accessible trail at TIFT Nature Preserve is an investment in environmental stewardship, education, and opportunity that will ensure that more Western New Yorkers can connect with nature, learn about the ecosystems that surround us, and develop a lifelong appreciation for protecting them. I was proud to secure $350,000 in state funding for this project during my tenure in the state Senate, and I'm grateful to the Buffalo Society of Natural Sciences, Erie County, and every partner who worked to make this vision a reality. Assemblymember John D. Riviera said TIFT Nature Preserve is a unique environmental gem nestled right within the heart of our city, an outdoor education center with a diverse habitat not far from industrial grain silos. TIFT offers residents an environmental oasis with a metropolitan backdrop. I am extremely proud that the $200,000 I've secured in state funding to help create an ADA accessible trail for those with disabilities will allow even more of our neighbors to enjoy all of its wonderful trails that TIFT offers. Dan Castle, Erie County Environment and Planning Commissioner, said, expanding opportunities for the public to enjoy Western New York's remarkable waterfront and natural landscapes is at the heart of the Niagara River's Greenways mission. TIFT Nature Preserve is one of our region's most treasured ecological refuges, and this accessible trail enhances the way visitors can experience its marshes, woodlands, and wildlife. By supporting improvements like this, we're helping to ensure that places like TIFT continue providing meaningful long-term benefits for our community while preserving the natural character that makes them so valuable. TIFT Nature Preserve is one of Buffalo's natural treasures, and this ADA-compliant trail will open it up to more people of all abilities, Mayor Sean Bryan said. And having worked as an advocate for people with disabilities early in my career, I know accessibility is essential to ensuring everyone can fully enjoy our city. Thank you to the Buffalo Society of Natural Sciences and the public and private partners who helped make this important project possible. The opening of TIFT Nature Preserve's new accessible trail is a powerful reminder that our public spaces should be welcoming to everyone, said Erie County Majority Leader John Gilmore. As TIFT celebrates 50 remarkable years of connecting our community with nature, this investment ensures that people of all ages and abilities can experience the beauty, peace, and educational opportunities this incredible preserve has to offer. You are listening to a reading of articles and features from Buffalo Rising on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. Next, under development, we have Done Deal. First build Buffalo Roots home in the city sold. The first new Buffalo home constructed under Buffalo Erie Niagara Land Improvement Corporation, known as BENLIC, Build Buffalo Roots initiative has been sold. The residence at 236 Miami Street in the old First Ward was purchased on Friday for $205,000. Benlick is constructing 47 income-qualified single-family homes in the city, part of a historic $24.5 million investment made possible through American Rescue Plan Act, or the ARPA, funding from the City of Buffalo and Erie County. Erie County was also previously awarded $1 million grant through Empire State Development's County Infrastructure Grant Program to cover the crucial, often expensive cost of utility hookups. The program targets long vacant lots in neighborhoods such as Black Rock, Riverside, University Heights, Ken Bailey, the Lower West Side, and the Old First Ward. A mix of stick-built and modular homes are being built. To be eligible to purchase a home through Build Buffalo Roots, applicants must meet the following requirements. Applicants' annual household income must not exceed $81,960. Applicants must be pre-approved for a mortgage and have funds available for closing costs, and applicants must have less than $100,000 in household assets. According to the Benlick website, an additional 12 homes are under contract. 5 homes were also constructed in Cheektowaga, where 4 have been sold. We have some comments from different people that have viewed the homes. First person writes, "These houses honestly don't look that bad. I was expecting worse, but have been pleasantly surprised. Maybe could use some landscaping though. First Ward needs as much infill as possible." Someone else, JG, wrote, "My only complaint about these kinds of homes are the lack of windows on the sides. Looks so weird to me when they only have 1 or 2 windows and they're in most impractical locations possible." Betty Barcrode said she agrees. Windowless bedrooms are usually a code violation. Muffin Z, "I agree, but I have seen listing photos for some of these, and the ones with side windows are just looking straight at other home side panelings and don't serve a purpose." JG said, "Yeah, those are weird too. LOL. Is it that hard to at least make some that at least allow for some natural light?" Someone else wrote, "The 2-story ones aren't bad, but the 1-stories they're building aren't great looking, unfortunately." And reply, "I haven't seen the 1-stories, but I thought they were being built further outside the city." And the reply was, "There are at least 2 of them in Black Rock." Next, we have Changing of the Guard on Chippewa. Mayor Sean Ryan recently announced that there will be more of a no-nonsense attitude when it comes to what flies on Chippewa Street. That was once a super fun party strip and has now become a thoroughfare marred with an increasing number of repeated disturbances. Most of these disturbances have not come from the bars and clubs themselves, but from people who are simply hanging around outside the establishments as well as in the parking lots. Mayor Ryan has stated that enough is enough and it's time to do something to better secure Buffalo's Chippewa Entertainment District. Following several weeks of enhanced enforcement and evaluation by the Buffalo Police Department, the Department of Permit and Inspection Services, the Department of Public Works, the Law Department, and the Office of Strategic Planning, the group met with business owners and other stakeholders to discuss possible solutions. The short-term solution was to address infractions by issuing hundreds of traffic summonses, writing dozens of parking tickets, and making several arrests, including mental hygiene law referrals. Increasing the police presence over the last 3 weeks has helped to maintain public safety in the district, but it is not a sustainable long-term solution. According to the city, even before the recent increase in staffing, maintaining the police presence in Chippewa costs approximately $20,000 every weekend. To simply increase the police presence is not financially sustainable in the long run. The city of Buffalo has spent upwards of $2 million per year to barely keep the lid on Chippewa District, Ryan said. We want a safe, vibrant entertainment district where people can enjoy a night out and businesses can succeed, but that requires a public-private partnership where everyone fulfills their responsibilities. Buffalo taxpayers cannot continue to shoulder the burden alone. Going forward, parts of Chippewa and Franklin streets will continue to be closed to vehicle traffic during peak nightlife hours to reduce congestion and improve pedestrian safety. The city will work with Buffalo Common Council to review the current policy regarding under 21 patrons in the Chippewa district, beginning with requiring establishments to obtain special use permits for events that allow patrons 18 to 20 and patrons 21 and older to commingle during late night hours. And the administration is holding owners of privately operated parking lots accountable. In the coming weeks and months, the city will continue to work with Chippewa Street stakeholders to ensure that these new policies are being adhered to. They will also continue to discuss potential new solutions that will further contribute to the vitality of the district. You've been listening to a reading of articles and features from Buffalo Rising. We read from Buffalo Rising on Fridays at 8:30 a.m. Your reader has been Susan. Thank you for listening.
You're listening to the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service with broadcast studios at 1199 Harlem Road in Cheektowaga. Radio readings are broadcast 24 hours a day, every day, to area people who are blind or have a print disability. This year, our agency marks almost 40 years on the air with more than 300,000 hours of radio readings to those without sight. Our broadcast signal is provided at no charge by WNED. The Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service website is nfradioreading.org. For more information, call 716-821-5555.
Good morning. Welcome to another broadcast day on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service, a private not-for-profit organization. As always, please feel free to contact us with your comments, suggestions, or questions. Our phone number here is area code 716-821-5555. Our news website is nfradiorating.org, where you can find all the ways to contact us. And stay with us, though. Reading the Buffalo News is coming up just in a sec.
The following program is intended for